What's up, old school homies? Let's talk about using patterning to collect rocks. In everything that I've done as far as hobbies, I've learned that this patterning thing is a really big deal, and I think I say the word patterning a lot in my videos, and I don't really tell you guys what that means. I took it from fishing. To be honest, patterning is a huge deal in fishing. You have to pattern where the fish would be at during the different seasons. Now, the rocks are kind of the same way. You pattern where they're going to be at during the different seasons. If it's raining season, that's actually rock collecting season. I like to follow the pattern of catching the rocks right after the rain, because when the water comes down and rinses off all of the rocks, there's not sediment on top of them, but when water gently rolls over the rocks, it puts sediment on top of them. So the moment right after the rain is a pattern. Okay, like that's patterning rock collecting in a really basic way. I find rocks because they're exposed. Easy, in a riverbed, that's gonna pay off for you to look through the rocks right after it rained. Now, other more advanced rock collectors that I watch on YouTube and stuff, and sometimes myself, but the patterns don't work the same in every area. They look at outcroppings, and I was teaching you guys outcroppings the other day, just looking for where rocks stick out of the ground. In my particular areas, there's a lot of dirt, so yeah, you just look at any rock that is exposed anywhere. When we live in Orange County, it's just like all clay soil. Any rock is a discovery. So I don't pattern as hard as other people, but I do. I also look at each and every area as a survey. Like, these are different areas that I go to. I feel like these are what's in these areas that I would look for. When I go to this area, I look for purple chalcedony. When I go to this area, I look for common opal. When I go to this area, I look for lavender quartz. I've already patterned what I think is there. Now, it does pay off to feel like something's there. Just going to a spot and then looking around and being like, oh, there's nothing here. It doesn't work. You have to feel that there is a rock there. And the more experience that you get, the more that you feel rocks are there. Because you've picked up a few a few different times. You saw which direction the vein goes. That's another thing. If there's a vein but it disappears, start digging underground and looking for where that vein stopped. It didn't stop. It keeps going. A lot of people don't dig in the ground, look through veins. They'll pick out the veins that are exposed in the road cuts, and then they'll be like, oh, there's nothing here. Look at those road cuts where you found some good stuff and identify which rocks did the crystals grow out of. What looks like that over there? Can I try that again? Over there? Because you'll pick out your little spot and then you need to move on. So you need to pattern the areas around your area to find the same patterns. Patterning is huge. It's really big in underground utilities locating. Every neighborhood is wired similarly, so if I've checked out your wires for this house, your neighbor's going to have the same wiring. Patterning. Fishing. I'm catching fish here during the winter, and I'm catching fish here during the summer. Patterning. Springtime, all the fish are on the shoreline spawning. I don't fish during that time, but for some people that's their only pattern.